Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds.
Welcome to the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak, and you, my friend, are very welcome. Suitcases packed, flying out of Accra, destination Southeast Asia. It's going to be a long haul flight, but it will be worthwhile. It's going to be a very long flight to Southeast Asia, 19 hours and 14 minutes, but clearly I haven't had much time to sleep ahead of this flight. But when you do have 19 hours and 14 minutes, clearly there's plenty of time to sleep on the flight. And of course, the duration of the flight will depend on which airline you're traveling with and the connecting time. For this particular one, it is 19 hours and 14 minutes via Doha. Well, the Philippines is an interesting country. I don't know what comes to your mind when you hear Philippines. I don't know whether it's the pristine white beaches, whether it's the volcanoes, whether it's archipelagos. But that's not all there is to see in the Philippines. One of the lead countries in Asia for basketball. And of course, if you're a fan of boxing, that is where Manny Pacquiao comes from. And interestingly, in the 70s, there was a big match, between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. It's the match that has been dubbed Thriller in Manila. So we're actually, flying to Manila, the capital of Philippines. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I guess you must be looking forward to what is in store for us in Manila. But as we drive to the airport for our flight, I want you to first watch this video. And I'll tell you a lot more about it after you watch it.
Tinira ako to because you have to show to the world that you have a viable place of investment and business.
That was President Rodrigo Duterte you've been watching, the 77-year-old president, and the Filipino people are quite committed to fighting corruption. And you see how very expensive vehicles that were smuggled into the Philippines were destroyed. That's the man whose country we are heading to. He's in the dying embers of his presidency. In the Philippines, a president can only do one term, and that's for 6 years. After one term, you have no opportunity of re-election. And there's an election, so we are going into the Philippines at the time they're preparing to go into an election. But of course, that is not why we are going. We are going because of the food. We are going because of the pristine beaches. We are going because of the exciting and fascinating tourist attraction. That is why we're heading to the Philippines. We're going because of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. You might be interested to see where Muhammad Ali defeated Joe Frazier in that classic fight that got dubbed as Thriller in Manila. So there's a lot to see in the Philippines on this maiden edition of the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak. Come with me.
We are about to touch down. It's been 19 hours, nearly 14 minutes. It doesn't feel like a long flight, I must tell you. I've really enjoyed this particular trip and I'm longing to touch down in Manila.
My bags are all back. I'm ready to roll. The taxi cab is honking out the side of my door. In Mayo. I'm a traveling Mayo. My suitcase, my closet. Up on this bunk, I rest my head. Riding this Greyhound bus, roaming open country. There are places to go and faces to see. Carrying the message of His Imperial Majesty.
Here we are at last. I can't wait to get to my hotel, change, get a long shower, of course, and step out to have a feel of nightlife in the Philippines.
What a lovely evening it is. We are in Eastwood in the Philippines, currently at Bill's Lounge, and I tell you the ambience and the feeling is so exciting. We've got a man here, Bill, who's going to tell us what this is all about. It's good to see you, Bill.
Ross, great to see you. Long time.
It's been quite a while. You've been to Ghana a couple of times.
A few times. Very nice place. And very fortunate that you've taken the time out of your busy schedule, and it's like takes a couple of days to get here. So we're very happy on that. And we will also be entering Ghana with your guidance in your capital, as we have reviewed the location, and it'll be an excellent place for the whole community, the business, the foreign service, the expats, and the local market, for Ghana to have a fun place.
Absolutely. This is very exciting. Now, does this happen only on Saturdays?
Eastwood City is, in fact, a busy place. So at Bill's Lounge, whether you're here Saturday or you're here at 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock, there's always activity. It's a fun place.
So what happens here? People just come and eat and go, or what?
Eat, relax, listen to the music. In addition, we have live sports. You can watch football, the soccer to American football. So basically, we're providing everything under one roof. And Eastwood City is a 24-hour location.
Hello and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds.
Welcome to the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak, and you, my friend, are very welcome.
Hey, I'm Ian Sanders. I'm the label manager and A&R for Star Music Group, which is the EDM dance label for Warner Music Philippines. I'm a DJ and a producer, and I regularly play here on the weekends at Bill's Lounge. And this is the it spot here in Quezon City, and you have to be here always. Like, this is like one of the best spots. Yeah, if you want to come and have a good time, this is the place to go. This is Bill's Lounge. See you guys here.
Big up the ghetto you them from Honolulu to Ghana, yeah. See we the born to more high grade now we know it's on ya. Any man try kill we vibes, we gonna work with them. I know them where we a work with. Any man try stop with smile, we gonna work with them. I know them where we a work with. Bafira, la la li li la lo, la 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 li li la lo le. Bafira, I just come out my eye 'cause I
We're still here at Bill's Lounge, and I tell you what, it's so exciting. But we've got to go check out
some other locations and what's happening in other nightclubs.
Many rise, many fall, many price, many doll, many sacrifice, but some get all, some they wrap it up to go PayPal. Anyway, so long as we live and pray, Jana lead we astray.
Highlights of the night are the amazing dancers that have appeared at my table. I was absolutely spoiled for choice. In most clubs in the Philippines, this sort of welcome is common where exotic eye candies are presented to spenders. Well, we're in another city in the Philippines. This is Makati City. If there's anyone who can take us round, it is none other than the man they call in Manila, the Superman, Councillor Eric.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to see you.
I will, Russ.
Good. So we are in, well, this is not literally your territory, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it's part of the places you know too well. Where are we now?
We are now here in one of the famous red district here in Metro Manila. This is Burgos, Makati.
Burgos, Makati.
Yeah, Burgos, Makati, yes.
And I see that even though it's Sunday, and I see what's the time, it's past midnight, but Sunday on a midnight, you'd expect people to be sleeping. Still, you know, the place is alive and bubbling. What's happening?
Yeah, you know, actually before when it's not yet pandemic, this is one of the famous area where a lot of people are here. And this area is it's like a 7-Eleven, means 24/7, means they don't sleep. It's a 24 hours business here. The bars from morning up to the next morning.
And it's interesting that I got you because you're in the newspaper business as well. I understand you own 2 newspapers.
Yeah, I used to have a tabloids and also a broadsheet and a lot of small businesses here.
Okay, do you have a lot of press freedom here?
Yes, we have. Our press freedom here is very, very strong. It's very
So,
strong. Because this is
Everyone
a
can say whatever they want.
yeah, this is a
As long as it's
democratic. This is a democratic country. So whatever things you want to say, it's okay. It's like in the U.S.
Okay.
The people have all the rights. Yeah, that's a big rights here.
Interesting. Well, let's take a walk whilst you take us through some of the interesting things here. Because I see you're also building cities within cities.
Yes.
I don't know how you have been able to make it in the Philippines, where you're building cities within the cities. What happens to the people? Do you move them out?
Yes, we will. We want to upgrade the lives of the people, especially in the urban area, or what we call the poor area, or the squatter area.
Okay.
We try to find them a good place, to relocate them in other places, so at least they will have at least good area, good housing, and at least a good life, instead of here in the heart of Manila, that they don't have houses, they just live on the street, they just squat in an area, so they build their own small houses. Sometimes one house has 4 or 5 families.
Okay.
So that area is good, so we must develop that area. So if we want to develop an area to put a city within a city, all those people that, that's less fortunate people, we transfer them to a very good place outside Metro Manila.
And are the people normally cooperative? Because it's hard when you're moving people from their neighborhood to another neighborhood.
Yes.
Are they normally cooperative?
We give them a house for free.
Oh, for free?
Yeah, and we give them, sometimes we give them cash to put their own house.
Where's the money coming from? Because
It's,
governments all over the world find it
most of
difficult.
them are funds from the government, most of them are funds from the business sector.
Okay.
Because they will buy that area, that land, to make it more progressive. So all the people who are staying on that land, who squat on that area, because they are less fortunate people. We have some what we call a soft heart, a humanitarian purposes for them. So we relocate them to a more better area.
Okay.
And we give them some funds to build to build their new life.
And for people who don't know the Philippines, who are coming here for the first time, what are some of the areas you would recommend? What should they look out for?
Hello, and welcome to the Real Travel Show, where we take you on an exciting journey of fascinating places around the world. Invite your friends. Be my guest on this weekly journey around the world. Discover the food. Oh, yes, my friend. The music, arts, culture, and the magical sights and sounds.
Welcome to the Real Travel Show with me, yours truly, Ras Mubarak, and you, my friend, are very welcome.
Well, if you're gonna ask me what's the best here in the Philippines, well, first and foremost, hospitality, and then there are a lot of tourist area here in the Philippines.
Okay.
It so happened we are here in the heart of Metro Manila. This is Makati, but if you really have to have some entertainment, good places, well, this is the right place, Makati and Quezon City and also Manila.
Okay.
But if you want to have some nice view, nice beaches, nice island, then Philippines is the best place to visit all the beautiful tourist spot here, especially all the beaches that we have here.
I see.
We are one of the famous. We have one of the famous beaches here, like we call El Nido, Amampulo, and also Boracay Island, or the Boracay Beach, the most famous beaches here in Metro in the whole Philippines. I may say in the whole Asia. Okay.
And so, what is the Philippines noted for? Because earlier on, you were talking to me about the political system, which I was so amazed about, that the president runs only for one term, and
Yes.
that's it.
Yeah. After the Marcos regime, we changed.
When was this?
It was the year 1975. It was about
That was when Muhammad
30
Ali,
years or 40 years ago.
That was when Muhammad Ali came here.
Yes, exactly.
Thriller in Manila.
The Thriller in Manila with Muhammad Ali and Ali
Joe
Fraser,
Fraser,
and
yeah.
Joe Fraser.
Yeah.
It was during the time of Marcos that time.
Would this be a popular Filipino meal?
It is our special sweet delicacy here in the Philippines.
Sweet delicacy.
Yes.
Okay. What is it called?
Well, in the Philippines, we call it, like in Tagalog, we call it kuchinta and also
Kuchinta.
puto.
I see three different things. Which one is the tagal?
This is the puto, and this is what we call the kuchinta.
Kuchinta.
Yes.
Okay.
And also bibingka,
What is it made of?
sweet rice.
Sweet rice.
Yeah.
Okay, so this would be found anywhere within Philippines.
Yeah, you can find it everywhere in the Philippines.
I see leaves. Okay, in Ghana, for instance,
Yeah, we
you also
call it
sell
suman, but
food on leaves like
yeah,
that.
in Ghana I don't know how you call it, but
Yeah,
it's a suman. It's
yeah.
also a sticky rice inside. It's a
Okay.
famous here in the Philippines.
Okay, okay. All right. I see egg and groundnuts.
No, actually, that's not egg. It
Oh.
has a chick inside.
That's
A
not
small,
egg.
a small chick inside.
It has
we
small
call
chick
it
inside.
balut. Yeah. It has a
this
chick
is-
inside,
this is-
and we eat
And this is also
straight.
popular.
Yeah, this is the most popular Filipino delicacy here. Once you get that white thing, that egg, and you broke it inside, and you will see small
Small
chicks
chicks.
inside.
But
I don't
boiled.
know if you eat those kind of things
But
here.
boiled. Well,
Yeah, boiled.
Okay, okay.
And this is, of
And
course,
they
the
sell it with
peanut. The
groundnuts.
peanut, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting.
Them no bad. None of them girl they no bad. If them I know you, them no bad. No.
It's still the travel show with me, Ras Mubarak, still in the Philippines. Showing you sights, showing you sounds, cuisine, music, and everything that is exciting about this wonderful country that is so accommodating to visitors and tourists and business people who are coming here, you know, to go about their businesses. That's my favorite. So this is what people of Manila improvised from the Humvees that the US of A, when they occupied this place, left behind. This is the excitement of a modern city. You know, wherever I see green, I get bewildered. As much as it is a modern city, you can see that allowances have been made, you know, just so that the environment is not destroyed. So they've got trees, they've got flowers, they're keeping it green. You can see a trash can, you know, clean, neat, nice. They are picking it up just on an hourly basis so that the place is nice, not just for the inhabitants, but also for people who are coming to see a place like that. What's the name of this location again? Jonathan?
This one, sir, is Araneta Center.
So this is, we're in the center of Araneta City.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Quezon City.
it's which city?
Quezon City, Philippines. Yeah.
Quezon City, Philippines. You know, it's a beautiful city. It's a well-planned city. It's made for people to live and work, you know, and play and learn, you know, and have a good time. Look at the bin over there, empty. You know, people are picking it up at regular intervals, making sure the city is clean. I mean, why wouldn't you admire and live in a place like this? Why wouldn't you want to work in an environment like this? Why wouldn't you want your kids to grow up in a place like this? You know, and that is what modern cities all over the world, you know, especially in Africa, cities that want to develop and attract tourism. This is how they should be thinking about health, thinking about the environment, thinking about work and happiness, you know, thinking about the future of their country as well. And I must tell you, I'm really impressed.
I'm a trouble in the mill.
This is the iconic, the historic, the very famous Araneta Coliseum. 1st October 1975, match took place. Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. If you've forgotten your boxing history, it was Muhammad Ali who won that match. You may have heard about Thriller in Manila. This is where it happened. Unfortunately, the venue is closed for some renovation works. It's been closed for a while, so we cannot have access into the arena, but this particular sport was history and has been history from 1975 when Muhammad Ali, you know, fought Joe Frazier in that historic, you know, heavyweight boxing bout. You know, Kobe Bryant was here recently as well. They've kept it, they've maintained it, you know, doing works day in, day out, because it's so historic, because visitors come in, you know, they try to keep it nice, they try to keep it clean, they try to keep it well, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, you go to some of our stadia in Africa and other places and you're embarrassed. You go to Azuma Nelson Sports Complex, you know, a venue that is named after a boxing legend in Ghana, and it's embarrassing, you know, it's an eyesore, you know. But if this has stayed like this since 1975, just about at the same time, you know, the National Youth Authority of Ghana was set up by, you know, the late Champong, you know, in 1974. You know, this should tell you that we've got to do everything possible to maintain historic places that are replete with history, you know, so that tomorrow's generation can come in and have a feel. I mean, I never for a moment imagined that I'll be standing, you know, at this particular spot, this particular venue, where that historic 1975 match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier took place here in Manila, what they dubbed Thriller in Manila. It's fascinating. Unfortunately, we can't take a peek inside because, as I've said, the place has been closed down since COVID for some renovation. And well, I'm hoping that someday in the future I will come back and probably go into the arena itself and have a feel, have a touch of a bit of history from the 70s. It's fascinating coming back here, having read about it, having watched the match myself, the match which was won by Muhammad Ali, and after two other fights or bouts, you know, finally ended here where Joe Frazier, if you like, surrendered to the fact that Muhammad Ali was the master, that Muhammad Ali could sting like a bee, that, you know, Muhammad Ali is the toughest. I mean, this is where that testament was made to the fact that if we wanted the toughest boxer in the world, it was none other than the great late Muhammad Ali, who fought here, who demolished Joe Frazier, and who made history. And since then, this place has been called Thriller in Manila. And I'm so humbled that I've had an opportunity to bring this to you in your homes. Thank you for watching, and keep it locked.
I'm ready to roll. The taxi cab is honking out the side of my door. I'm a traveling mail. My suitcase, my closet. Up on this bunk, I rest my head. Riding this Greyhound